We have this role where we are available to decision makers, policy makers during the process. Before joining RAP, I was an advocate on energy efficiency policies. And I was very lucky to interact with RAP people a lot, and I really appreciated the kind of input they gave to our discussions. Energy efficiency first is about considering energy efficiency when you make investments into the energy system to make sure that you actually capture those benefits. The principle was written in EU law, and it is now a key element of EU's energy strategy. And this is all thanks to RAP and other colleagues who helped put this issue very high in the agenda. When we start working on a project at RAP, what we do is that we look for expertise within the organization, ideas we get from our US team, and I'm thinking about Richard Coward, who's been very influential in bringing some very fresh ideas into the EU debate that have since then become legislation, because he's bringing it from his own experience back in the US, and that is very refreshing. We have been very focused on the legislative package that the EU was adopting. So it was called the Fit for 55 package. And the idea of this package was to adapt EU energy legislation to climate neutrality goals and new 2030 targets. And what we're now focusing on as a team is how do you make sure that the policies you put in place at national level are fit for the challenges that we're facing now in the transition. So what we're trying to do is to provide some options that decision makers could pick up in order to adapt current policies to these electrification goals and accelerate the deployment of efficient electric equipment. RAP was often called to provide some expertise, so decision makers would ask us to provide some advice, some examples, some options of how they could adapt the energy efficiency legislation to make it fit for the future. So I really like that part of our work where we interact directly with decision makers and present some findings from our research work to have that discussion about how legislation could be refined to meet climate goals. There's a good culture within RAP. Something which I really like is that people are really sharing how they're experiencing their energy transition. So there are colleagues that have installed the heat pumps, solar panel, we're trying to understand our smart meters, and we all share what we're doing, we share some. So we are really, I think we really have that practice of energy transition that we try to link to our work, and I really like this culture.